Welcome back to Mac Talk Sports, and in this video I'm gonna preview the second set of games in a round of 16 of Euro 2024. It's England versus Slovakia and Spain versus Georgia, two heavyweights of the tournament versus two underdogs of the tournament. So let's get right into it. We are gonna start with Spain versus Georgia, and look, on paper it's very easy to predict the game in Spain's favor, but with what we have seen in the tournament, never to rule out an underdog, because we have already seen a lot of upsets, especially when Georgia is involved. So I'm gonna start with Georgia. They are playing in their first ever tournament. They came into the tournament via penalties, defeating Greece in the group stages. No one really expected them to come through. Even until the last match day, they were on 1 point. Nobody really thought that they would do the unthinkable, but they did. They defeat Portugal in an upset. Kvaratskhelia with the goal, with the first goal, and then Mika Todze, who is the Mika Todze, I always butcher his name, Mika Todze, who's the highest scorer of the tournament, scored the second, and they are here in round of 16, and they're going to face a Spanish side full of superstars. You can say it is a very big achievement for them to just be in the tournament, but be in this round as well. And the way they have played, it's quite obvious they are not just going to sit back and let Spain dictate them. They are going to come out fighting, even if they lose the game, but they are just going to come out fighting and play with pride and play with passion for their country. I think I will score a goal as well. They are not really that good defensively, but the thing with this smaller nation is, if they somehow get the first goal, then they die defending that elite. So the first goal in this game could be very crucial, because as I say, both teams like to attack. None of them have this strategy to just sit back and absorb the pressure. Their thinking is more attack minded, and that is going to be the case in this game. And I think it will have a lot of goals, not a lot of, but there will be goals in this game from both teams. Spain, on the other hand, they've been simply sensational throughout the tournament. They destroyed basically Croatia. How they did not win by more than one goal against Italy, I don't know. Then they defeat Albania. They're the only teams who have the only team who has 100% record, and I really don't think it's gonna change in this game. From the goalkeeping department to the attacker to the forward line, their team is really great. They are gelled up together. Their midfield, especially the midfield three of Pedri, Rodri, and Fabian Ruiz, they have been really amazing. The way they control the game, it's very hard for the opposing teams to get the ball away from them. It's like you expect this from a Spanish side to hold possession, but the difference between, like, let's say, the tiki-taka of old and this Spanish team is what they do with the team, with the possession when they have the ball. It's very fast paced. The passing of the ball is very fast. They just don't hold on to it. They just keep on creating. It's very hyper incentive for them. They keep on moving the ball very quickly and creating chances, and I think they are gonna basically create a lot of chances in this game as well. As I said, it's Georgia will have to deal with a lot of threats in this game. It's really not hard to predict this game unless and until a miracle happens. It's a very safe bet to predict the Spanish victory, and that's what I'm gonna go with. I still think that Georgia are gonna score a goal in this game, regardless of the result. So I'm going to go with a 3-1 win for Spain, and they qualify and they face Germany in the quarterfinals. Georgia, they have been amazing, but I think their fairy tale run will end tonight, and they will go home. And even though if they lose out tonight, I think they are gonna receive a hero's welcome from their countrymen because of what they have done. Moving on to the second game, it's everybody's favorite team, you know, England versus Slovakia. Slovakia, they created the first upset of the tournament by defeating Belgium, but then they lost their second game to Ukraine, and then last game they drew to Romania. That group was literally crazy. All the teams are finishing with 4 points. They qualify for the next round and they are playing England. Now, pre-tournament, if you would have said round of 16, England versus Slovakia, hands down I would say England win. England basically destroyed them 3-0 or 3-1. But with what I have seen of England, it's not really going to be the case. You know, the other big teams, they have started poorly, but slowly they are getting their rhythm. England, on the other hand, they were, their best game was the first one. That is something, because that was a horrendous game. But since then they have regressed. They have been worse in every aspect. And the last group stage game, oh, what a disaster that was. And I really don't know like what Southgate's plan is. He in the press conference he said he's not going to make a lot of changes. He's still going to keep the same team that has played. If the players are going to be the same, he needs to change the tactics, because like everybody knows that talent is there. There is no question about that. They have amazing, incredible players, but they are just not clicking, and people are questioning Gareth Southgate, including me. But sometimes the players need to think of doing something. They need to look at themselves that they are at a big competition. There is something wrong. You can paint a very good picture and you can make YouTube videos and show what a great time you are having, and you are a very good friend of the manager, he's a people's person, and all that stuff is very good when you are winning. But when you are playing like that and your performances have been utter shit, people don't really care who won the PlayStation game or who is sleeping with whose roommate is who. They just don't care about that. People you have fans who go there paying so much money, and then you give out performances like that. All the big teams, okay, 1 or 2 games they all have had. Portugal lost to Georgia. France were not good in one of their games. Germany, they, despite being the home team, almost lost to Switzerland. But there are other games where you see the impactfulness of the great talent that they have in their squad. England, nothing. Like, they have been so bad. I think Slovakia would take a lot of confidence that they are playing England at the right time. And I'm being very honest here, I think if England are not really up to it for tonight, if they play the same way that they played their last group stage game, we might see another upset at the hands of Slovakia. I think England, if they continue like this, they will get eliminated. Of course, they can turn up today and smash Slovakia 4-0 because of the talent that they have. Again, I keep saying, like Bellingham, Foden, Saka, Kane, Rice. You have players like Cole Palmer, then Ivan Toney, Ollie Watkins, Gallagher. Like, so it's filled with talent, but they are not performing it. And the question again comes to the manager because of the way he's playing. Foden is playing on the left hand side. There are talks that they're going to bring Saka to left back. It's everywhere. And of course the English media has always been more of a curse than a blessing for any English team, be it any sport. You watch cricket as well, and there is the same for the English players as well. So instead of being behind the team, they are just creating another problem after problem. It's like Christmas for them if their team is not performing well. And this is also a big concern for the players as well. But you cannot come out and say you can criticize the media one bit, but to criticize the fans and to say them that you should not criticize. The fans have every right to criticize you because what you are putting out, and especially when fans know what you are capable of. I really don't know. I am going to make a very big prediction here. I think we are going to see a repeat of 2016 when Iceland defeated England. Everybody thought England are going to win, and that time they were almost like good in the, like they were not perfect, but it was commendable in the group stages. And then they got Iceland and everybody was very happy, and then they got knocked out by them. And this time they are really poor already, and I think the pressure that they are in, especially after the group stages, it is, and if they play the same way, because Slovakia all 3 games they have come out guns blazing. If they play that way, if England sit back and absorb the pressure, they are going to concede. If the Gareth Southgate does not change the way, does not change the tactics, continues to play this stupid style of football, I think England are going to lose. This is my prediction. I think they are going to come out, they're going to try to get the first goal, and maybe they will get the first goal, and then Gareth Southgate switch will done again and he will sit back. And when that happens, Slovakia will hurt them. They will hurt them back. I think it is going to be one, because it is going to be 2-1 to Slovakia. England take the lead and then they sit back. As usual, Gareth Southgate wants to defend the lead even against Slovakia, and Slovakia will hurt them. They are fearless. Nobody has really much expectations from them. Even if they lose, nobody are gonna say, "Oh, England won." It's a normal thing for an English team to defeat Slovakia with the talent that they have. So I think Slovakia are gonna do another upset, and England are gonna get out in the round of 16. Slovakia win 2-1 tonight, and it's not going to come home yet again for the English. So that's it. That's my prediction for the two games. Germany, they destroy Georgia, and then Slovakia do another upset and knock England out of the Euros. That is my prediction. Please let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Please like my video and share it as well, and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, which is going to be the review of this video, we'll see what happens at that time. Until then, bye bye.